The king of the north!
I am the dragon's daughter.
What right does the wolf judge the lion?
Hello, my sweet summer children. I'm back with some juice to get you through the long night. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Gray Area DNA.
You are not.
That baby don't look like me. That baby don't look like me.
Where we take characters from our story whose parents have been brought into question and put them through my DNA testing. I asked last time who you wanted to see, and Gendry's name was chosen from the flames. If you haven't seen my other Gray Area DNA testing videos, I will link them at the top. If you don't know, DNA stands for Description, Narrative, and Actions. Gendry is the alleged bastard of Robert Baratheon. Robert Baratheon has several names of endearment from the small folk of his kingdom. We have the Demon of the Trident, the Usurper, and the Whoremonger King.
Start the damn joust before I piss myself.
But guys, it's not his father that we are going to be doing the DNA on. It's his mother that we're looking for. And it has been brought to my attention that his mother is none other than the Lioness of Lannister, the Mad Queen herself, Cersei Lannister. There's a wonderful mother and son duo here on YouTube, James of Thrones and LaDonna. I don't know them, but I'll link their channel below. And LaDonna is the originator of the Gendry is Cersei's mother theory. And today we're going to do the DNA on the bastard of Baratheon. So let's hit those descriptions up first. Firstly, Gendry looks just like Robert, but Brienne thinks he looks like the spitting image of Renly Baratheon. Gendry is tall and very muscled. He has blue eyes and black hair. Cersei Lannister is strikingly beautiful with emerald eyes and golden hair. Now, throughout Cersei and Jaime's twin cest, she produced 3 children. All of those children were green-eyed and golden-headed. Joffrey was even described as being taller than any other boy his age, so it seems that Cersei would only produce golden-headed youngins, but not so fast. After Bran's fall, she tells Catelyn about the little black-haired boy that she lost to fever.
I lost my first boy, little black-haired beauty. He was a fighter too. Tried to beat the fever that took him.
Now, this part doesn't happen in the books, but that doesn't mean it isn't one of those things that we weren't supposed to know and that we might find out later in another book. So scandalous. So we do know if Robert and Cersei were to have a son, he would have black hair. So the narrative is where shit gets kind of shaky for me because in my opinion, it doesn't fit the narrative. Firstly, Maggie the Frog throws a big-ass monkey wrench into all of this. She tells Cersei she will only have 3 children, but she could be meaning she will only have 3 children in her possession or with her. So we won't dwell on that too much right now because we still don't even know for sure if Valonqar is even a thing or if she basically just fucked with Cersei a little bit. Because to be honest, she was right about Cersei's children dying, but for some reason in history, royal families' kids seem to die all the time. There's been heir crises all through history, so we're not going to dwell here that much. So when Gendry is asked if he knows who his mother is, he says all he knows is she has yellow hair. Yellow hair is golden hair, but Gendry is easily confused in almost everything, so she does match the description that he remembers of his mother. One night, Cersei comes to Jaime disguised as a tavern wench or an alehouse maid, dressed in rags. This could have been a night after she came from singing to Gendry. Gendry is with the armorer, and he has been there for a long time, and someone paid an extraordinary amount of money for the armorer to keep Gendry, which could have been Cersei because we all know her only redeeming qualities are her cheekbones and that she loves her children. So maybe she couldn't kill the child, but she needed it gone. But even still, this is contradictory because Cersei isn't above killing children. She's actually always been a bitch. I even believe she is the one that killed her friend that went with her to see Maggie the Frog to keep the prophecy from coming true, and because she asked Maggie the Frog if she would marry Jaime, and Cersei just went off and killed her. She even says in Feast for Crows that if she was Catelyn Stark, she would have killed Jon Snow in his cradle. Fucking savage. Gendry has none of Cersei's actions as far as her evilness and her cunning, but Gendry can't be like a lot of his parents because, you know, he has never been around them to learn their ways. So Gendry does look a lot like Robert or Renly, depending on who you ask. So the show is trying to tell a story with minimal details, so they add shit here and there and everywhere to help tell this story to the audience. If Gendry is Cersei's, in my opinion, it would fuck this narrative up that has been built for Cersei. In my opinion, a lot of her story unfolds the way that it does later in the books because of her paranoia and her obsession with this prophecy. And if she has 4 kids, then she would know the prophecy was wrong and she would have no cause to be so paranoid. With everything we've discussed, the DNA is in, guys. Cersei, you are not the mother. Robert, you are the father, though, and the reason I think Cersei has this conversation with Catelyn that's not in the books is because the show is trying to convey to the audience that Cersei and Robert's child would have had black hair, and I think Gendry tells Ned the yellow hair thing because it needs to be conveyed to Ned that a golden-haired woman and Robert Baratheon would make a black-haired child, hence the seed is strong. So guess what? Gendry,
Your mother was a dumb whore with a fat ass. Did you know that?
What do you guys think? Because the theory itself is very convincing. Let me know in the comments what your opinion is. Stark Week will commence on Monday, and I'm so excited. As always, thanks for watching. Like this video if you like it. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell and join the Sweet Summer family. Okay, my sweet summer children. Have a good day.
Shame.